Paul. Hey, everybody. Oh, man. Well, I am in Waco, Texas today. This is one of many bridges. That to the right, that's a pedestrian bridge. Pretty cool. Neat artwork and all that. Everything here is all about Ship and Joanna Gaines, the HGTV stars. They have a show where they, beautify old houses and for young couples. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, it's pretty interesting. They've got a bakery in town and a couple other little places. Everything is closed on Sunday for them, but it wasn't a bad place to stop and eat lunch. I had another cheeseburger. This trip I've covered 30 some odd states, 4 provinces and 1 territory of Canada, and nearly 20,000 miles on the odometer just on this trip. And I've gained about 18 pounds. I'm a fat bastard. Oh my God. Anyway. Alright. Well, I will check in later. I'm just on my way from here, going up to outside of Dallas. Unfortunately, it looks like there's some terrible traffic northbound. There's construction in the area, but it is what it is. Pretty good traffic control around this crash. I critique traffic control around crashes, emergency traffic control. They just use construction barrels to kind of, for their own use for that. Good. I mean, they're there. Use them. Anyway. Yeah. Well, here I am at Sulphur Springs, Texas. I stayed the night with my buddy Ronnie and his wife Karen and their 2 kids. He's got a full-on ranch. There are cows in the back and all that. They got 3 dogs and just a great guy. He works for JB Weld. Took me on a tour of JB Weld. Let me throw out a couple of photos of the tour. He's the plant manager for manufacturing and packaging. But here's one, and there's another. Here's a selfie. So yeah, really pretty cool. I'm so fortunate to have such great friends in the world. I don't know what I did to earn it, but anyway, they are great people and just a freaking hoot. And anyway, had a great dinner last night. I'm headed out now. The weather this morning, it's 65 degrees right here, right now. But they say that there's a cold front coming in with frozen precipitation later in the day. By 4 o'clock, it's going to be like 30 degrees here and potential for snow. Beautiful little lake right here. Just outside of Sulphur Springs. My host is taking me to a breakfast joint in downtown Sulphur Springs, so I'm going to try that out, and we will go from there. I'm on the road, Great North American Motorcycle Tour. I'm on day 90 today, It's the 90th day of travel. I've been on the road since June 28th, but 90th day of travel, and I'm going to be jumping down to I-20 and jetting back across toward Atlanta. I could actually be in Atlanta today. Today is the 11th, but instead I'm going to probably get to maybe Jackson, Mississippi, or somewhere like that. I don't, however far I want to go, that's as far as I'm going to go. That's the joy of solo travel. You get to decide. Anyway, I will check in later on the road, and man, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Well, this is this is downtown Sulphur Springs. Beautiful square. I presume that's the court building. It is. Absolutely gorgeous little place. Wow. I completely missed this coming off the interstate. Wowee. How cool. Not a huge place. I mean, literally the town square, and then you've got about a block in either direction, and that's it. Well, this little, you know, I could come back to Sulphur Springs. The venue at 219. Wonder if they need a comedian. Well, there's a Main Street Theater. They probably need a comedian. Here I am crossing the mighty Mississippi River in Vicksburg. There it is. It's pretty awesome, I guess. And yeah, I have no idea how far I'm going, but I'm going today. Right now it's only about 1:30 in the afternoon, so I may make it to Alabama today. But anyway, wow, welcome to Mississippi. I haven't been east of Mississippi on a motorcycle in a couple of months. Let's see. Yeah. Ever since I crossed, pretty much after I left Minnesota. Wow. Crazy. Anyway, pretty stoked to be here. Welcome to Mississippi. Awesome. Okay, well, you're on the helmet cam, and I'm just holding my helmet. I just entered Alabama. I'm on day 90 of the Great North American Motorcycle Tour, and I just stopped here to book my hotel room, and I think it'll probably be the last hotel room of the trip. I'm having kind of an entry into Georgia, like hey, I'm going to be back on this date and time. Wednesday the 13th at noon at Wow Motorcycles. So I will be there then and there. I'll post some stuff online about it. If you're watching this, it's way after that, so don't show up next Wednesday. Or any... Well, I mean, sure, show up, but I won't be there. Anyway, I've got about 2 hours to slog through, and as you can see, it's dark, but it's not raining yet. They've called for rain all day, and there has not been rain all day. They also called for gonna rain and gonna get really, really cold. That hasn't happened either. I've been sprinting in front of it all day, thank goodness. I had just like a smattering, not really even a smattering of rain, just enough to put sprinkles on the windshield, but really no rain yet. So hopefully I'll make it to Beeham before. The tough part is from here, Birmingham is a little bit north, so I've got to go not just due east, but I'm going to go east northeast, and that is going to probably put me in weather. But I'm ready for it. I've got heated gear on. Of course, my outerwear is darn near waterproof, so it really kind of doesn't matter. But anyway, just checking in from the road. I got myself a really swank hotel tonight in Birmingham, and hopefully I'll get myself a steak. Anyway, I'll check in later from the road. Alright, so the temperatures today in Birmingham are freaking, well, my little thermometer says that it's 31. It isn't. It is freaking like in the 20s out here. It is as cold as I've been on the trip, and ironically, it's I mean, other than maybe San Antonio, it's as far south as I've been. Wow. Yeah, cold front came through, but the cold front brought rain, and the rain rained overnight. After the rain passed, cold front hit. And so I'm still without rain. I'm still sans rain. Well, here I am riding. I'm in Leeds, Alabama. I'm not going to spoil where I am, but it's kind of a big deal. If you're a motorcyclist, you might recognize it already. I really have no idea if it's even open today, or open yet today. I hope it is, because I'm riding through the snow to get here. Which is ridiculous. Oh. It's Birmingham city limits, so I guess I'm still in Birmingham. That's a trick of gerrymandering if I've ever seen. Any clue where I am yet? No? Okay. Oh, yeah, here we go. Well, this should give it away. Barber Vintage Museum. Big signs that say Barber. So this is the motorcycle parking, and yeah, I think I'm it. I'm the only one. Probably safe to leave my key on the motorcycle too. Could probably do that. Oh, they open at 10. Oh, great. So they're not open yet. Oh, bummer. It's a long way to go to find out that they're not open. Thank you, sir. Huh. Well, there you go. Here, I'll just take a picture. I'll at least take a photograph. Well, the last few miles of the Great North American Motorcycle Tour, I'm riding from Birmingham back to Atlanta. It's only, 150 miles or so. Instead of taking the interstate, which would be the fastest, most efficient route, I'm kind of meandering on US 78. It does stretch all the way. It kind of parallels I-20, but as you can see, it's a lot prettier of a ride. So here I am, kind of I really don't want this trip to be over. At the same time, I'll be relieved to have this done and move on to whatever's next, and I have no idea what is next. I don't know. really have no idea. Anyway, I am, but for the moment, I'm really enjoying the road. Yes, it is literally freezing. It has spat snow on me a little bit, but there's no rain. There's no, I mean, the precipitation that I've felt has really been minimal. But it's, yeah. I mean, other than cold, the weather's perfect. But with good riding gear, cold is an option. And right now, I'm opting to wear my heated gear made by Warm and Safe, and rebranded as First Gear. But it's really good stuff. My hands are toasty. I'm wearing a full jacket, full pants. The only thing that's a little cold are my feet, but they are in big wool socks, and they're okay. You know, they're just a little cold. I move my little toes every once in a while, and they're just fine. But anyway, I just want to check in from the road one more time, and I'm sure I'll make a video of my re-entry into the universe tomorrow morning. I'm gonna get back to Marietta tonight, but I'm going to really end the trip tomorrow morning at Wow Motorcycles, where I bought the motorcycle. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Anyway, I'll check in later from the road. Be safe, and thanks for doing all this with me. Well, I did the math last night. Today is day 92 of the Great North American Motorcycle Tour. I'm in Marietta, Georgia. This is where I used to live, where I raised 4 kids and enjoyed 21 years of marriage. Unfortunately, my wife passed away, so she couldn't be on this great epic journey with me, but the Great North American Motorcycle Tour is actually as much about her as it is about me, just kind of getting to a point where I can ride and experience new things and keep living, because life is for the living. Anyway, I am headed now to Wow Motorcycles. There's a little event. I expect maybe a dozen people or so, just old friends. My mother will probably attend, and that's just like an hour at the motorcycle shop just to say hi to everybody and to officially bring this to a close. On this trip, I've been through 35 states, 4 Canadian provinces, 1 Canadian territory, that was the Yukon. My 35 states include Alaska, and a lot of it. I rode Alaska north and south. I went into Fairbanks on the Alaska Highway, turned right, and went all the way up to Prudhoe Bay, which is a little, I hesitate to call it a town. It's a oil rig support city. It wouldn't exist if it weren't for the oil in the area. Anyway, rode all the way up to Dead Horse outside of Prudhoe Bay, and then I rode all the way south to Anchorage through Fairbanks, had some work done on the bike, and then rode through Chicken, Alaska, and then into the Yukon via a road called the Highway at the Top of the World. Not by highway, it was a 2-lane, mostly dirt road. Sort of inexplicably, there was about 20 miles of it right on the U.S. border side that was beautifully paved, but it was crazy. You had to ride 100 miles in dirt to get to that beautiful paved spot. I don't understand it. Anyway, I had a great time. As I'm looking back on all the photos of the trip, and I took hundreds of them, the one pervasive theme is not the motorcycle or the scenery or anything like that. It's the photos of the people that I met along the way. A few people I didn't photograph. I didn't photograph the people that I stayed with in the Yukon. Really nice couple. I should have, or just grabbed a selfie with them, but didn't. I forgot about it, I guess. But I photographed most everybody that I met along the way that, you know, we share a cup of coffee or a drink with or something like that. And I just, those people, that is that's the whole part of the trip that really makes it valuable for me. It's wonderful. Anyway, ooh, I'm nearly there. Nearly at wow. And here I am. Hey, Paul. Hey, everybody. Oh, man. I hope I don't fall over. Whew. Wow.
Well, that wouldn't be embarrassing, would it?
That would be normal. That would be normal.
Wow. So I counted it, and it was 35 states, 4 provinces, 1 territory. You know, Alaska, all of it. 3 breakdowns. Thanks to WOW to helping me out through all of those. I got a lot of advice on the phone, and I know Candy made a lot of nervous phone calls to people saying, hey, you need to get this done. So, yeah, I really, really appreciate it. It's right at 21,000 miles. And, yeah, in 4.5 months. So that's enough. Yeah, I kind of feel like Forrest Gump right now. I'm done running. So.